So the RIASEC framework was developed by an American psychologist back in the 50s, Dr. John Holland. John Holland created the RIASEC code. RIASEC stands for Realistic, Investigative, Artistic, Social, Enterprising, and Conventional. And they're really personality themes. And so what inspired me to really think about integrating that framework and the work into our district is that I felt it's our obligation to start to think about student strengths and student interests from kindergarten through 12th grade and beyond. So whatever path our students were taking, whether it was a 2-year college, a 4-year college, a trade school, the military, the workforce, a gap year, no matter what they took, they started to identify their strengths and their interests from a very young age. So then they could take those and start to connect those to career conversations along the way. So we're very purposeful with the integration. We've taken a dialogic approach, meaning that it's conversational in nature. So there's no curriculum per se, but it blends right into the work that we're doing each and every day in our classrooms. And so it's been extremely impactful over the past 2.5 years. So much like the name of our district, Quakertown Community School District, it takes a community to move anything forward. So both internally and externally. So we've done a lot of work with students and staff and administration and parents and school board members and the community at large, businesses and so forth, because as we talked about, being dialogic in nature, our goal was to create a common career language. So anytime you're creating something like that, you need to make sure everyone's speaking the same language. So it's a lot of transparency, a lot of communication, a lot of time and effort to educate people of what the framework is and how they see themselves in it. And it's been eye-opening and exciting to see both students have self-discovery, staff, administrators, school board members, and the community at large. I think there's even been parents that have kind of self-reflected and thought about, well, am I in the right career? Am I gonna, change my course? So when you have that partnership between community and school district, that's when things are most powerful. So really the focus, along with focusing on strengths and interests, has really been this common language. And so we've worked hard to provide opportunities through things like a parent university to working with our Chamber of Commerce, professional development days, working with our administration, having school board retreats and really talking about this. So we're all talking the same language moving forward. Like anything, there's a learning curve. And so overall, it's been extremely positive because there's nothing that you can really argue about. When you're looking at your own strengths and your own interests, no one can tell you what your strengths are or what your interests are. And so when you can self-reflect and it can change over time, we expect it to change over time. So people have really truly been receptive. The difficult part, I guess, is having the consistent language and taking this dialogic approach to really learning this. It's not like a curriculum that you learn. So as it becomes more conversational, it becomes easier for people. So the longer we've gone on, the more accepted it's been. So it's been exciting for our district and our community at large. I think now more than ever, we need to depend on each other, both locally, regionally, statewide, nationally. Being a superintendent, it's a small fraternity of individuals. And so I feel very blessed with the organizations and the networks that I belong to that I feel I can pick up the phone at any time and call people across the state and across the country. But what I always have felt is the strongest is that we open up our doors constantly so people can come visit Quakertown. They've taken advantage of that. And so when we can show off the work that we're doing. It makes us stronger and it helps spread the word. What I would love to see, and I think is very realistic, is to really build this common language across the state of Pennsylvania. We're working on our county right now, Bucks County, so we want to be the first county in the state of Pennsylvania that really has a common career language, and we think we can replicate that across the state. So that's our aspirational goal, and really having Quakertown at the forefront of it, not for the recognition, but to make us stronger, because like I said, if we can be a hub of learning and kind of a laboratory district where people can see us at work, it's only going to strengthen our students and our staff and our community as a whole. So I think it's very realistic. Like I said, it is something that anyone can do. The resources are out there. This has been driven by the federal government. It's used at the federal government level in their job database. It's used by major universities in their program of studies. So this language and this framework is out there, but just connecting it to the work that we're doing in K-12 education, I think it's just really the collaboration piece, I think, that's going to really drive this far.